How's it going, guys? Alright, so last night, if you saw my movie night video, I watched a film. I watched two movies. One of them was Shadow People, which I just got done reviewing, and another one was the very bizarre film known as John Dies at the End. Now, before this movie even came out, I heard of it back in 2012, when they were very first announced that they were making a John Dies at the End film. I do have the book that it is based off. This is the John Dies at the End novel, and as you can see, there's a lot of freaking pages, almost 500 pages. Usually I'm not a big fan of novels like these. I did read the first 50 pages of the book, but then I lost interest of it for some reason. But from what I read, it was like a very dark, sadistic comedy, sort of, very sarcastic humor. I can tell the author, he's like a very sarcastic man, but I enjoyed it, like the 50 pages I read, I guess. But last night, I bought this, the very first day it came out, by the way, on April 2nd, along with Stitches. I bought this film the day it came out, and I'm pretty glad I did. But just last night, I saw this film for the very first time. John Dies at the End is the most bizarre movie I have ever seen in a very long time. It's so, there is a helicopter going by at my house right now, and it is making me mad. Alright, the helicopter is pretty much gone, but anyways, no, it's still going. The helicopter is still gone. What is going on? Oh crap, they're looking for somebody. Dude, they have like the searchlight and everything. They're like looking for somebody. I'm kind of scared. There's like something going down in my neighborhood. This is not a bad neighborhood. This is a nice, rich, white neighborhood. Nothing bad ever happens. When stuff like this happens, I get really freaked out. Why am I talking about this in my review? Oh my god, it's coming really close. What is... Alright guys, well the helicopter's still out there, but I did close my window so you can barely hear it. You can maybe hear like a faint sound of it. But yeah, alright, anyways, back to the review. Now I lost track, but... Alright. So what this movie is about, you see, it's such a weird movie and story and book. It's a weird everything. Alright, so what this is about. Basically, it's about this guy, and his name is David. Now, David Wong, that's his last name. He's not Asian, but his name is David Wong. He is the main character of the film. He's the main person of the film. Now what happens is he's waiting at this Chinese restaurant for some guy, and this guy goes up to him and he starts interviewing him. Now what David tells him, by the way, the whole movie is what David's telling this guy who's interviewing him. This guy wants to hear the story of David and how John dies. You know, that's not much of a spoiler, because after all, the title is John Dies at the End. But to get more detailed in the story, now what happens is, there is a certain type of drug, apparently, called soy sauce. Now, the drug really isn't called soy sauce, but that's the nickname for it. Why? I don't know. I don't even think the creators of this movie know why it's called soy sauce. But there's a drug called soy sauce, and whenever you take this drug, you start hallucinating, but you also start to go into, like, I kind of want to say, like, a parallel universe where you get to see, like, all these creatures, like, on Earth that nobody else can see. It's such a bizarre movie. Wow, I can't even explain how bizarre this is. How bizarre, you ask? Well, let's see. At one point, there was a talking dog. There are flying giant mutated insects. God, what else? What else happens? You just gotta watch it for yourself, man. This is one of the weirdest movies, again. Now, this is from the director of Phantasm and Bubba Hotep. I can definitely see that that guy would kind of do something like this. This is not necessarily a horror movie, actually not at all. It's actually more of like a dark comedy or a fantasy, but I am still going to review it because it does have some horror elements to it. This film is very bloody for what the movie is. Like, it's very graphic, very gore, very bloody. Again, it's such a bizarre movie. If you love, like, weird movies, creature features, whatever, definitely check out John Dies at the End. This is a must-watch for anybody out there who loves this kind of crap. You don't have to be a horror fan, just pretty much every genre of every fan of every genre. Just go watch it. It's like this movie is one in a million. I will tell you, it is like its own little genre. Like there's nothing else like it. You really don't see any movies like this. But overall, I would probably give John Dies at the End 4 out of 5 stars. Very funny film, very strange. I'm trying to think of other words besides weird and bizarre that I've already used 1,000 times in this review, but strange is another word that I have not yet used, so very strange film. I do have one more thing to show you, and that is a $5 poster that I got at Hollywood Boulevard yesterday, and that is a John Dies at the End poster. This is an 11 by 17 poster. All I need to do is get a picture frame for it, and I will hang it up in my room somewhere. But yeah, this is the official theatrical poster of the film. It was released in limited theaters, so of course, like, nobody really knows about it, but this definitely needs to get more well-known. It's such an amazing film. But yeah, so glad I got this, and I'm glad I got this, because this is a very awesome movie. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for John Dies at the End. Alright guys, please leave a suggestion down below on what movie I should review next, and I will see you guys later.